Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 3 different Grayscale trusts today. The usual suspects: LTCN, BCHG, and GSOL. We could call them the big 3, actually without GBTC. Before we get started on the analysis, I'm going to do a different form of analysis. This is different than anything I've done for the Grayscale trust so far, but I'm going to put to bed something that a lot of you naysayers out there have been just bringing up time and time again, and I'm gonna put it to bed. Okay, I'm gonna put it to bed so that maybe all of you can spread the word too. And it's okay. You don't know. The reason this naysaying is happening, and I'll explain it. Okay, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Maybe you do, but I doubt you do. The reason why it's happening, it comes from a place of logic. Okay, it comes from analyzing what the market cap would be whenever I'm calling for these potential high prices. I'm not saying that anybody here is like making things up or like deducing things like from a place of not like a non-logical point of view. Like, it's definitely logical what you guys are saying, but let me just show you. Okay, let me just show you what happens. First off, I want to say that these are Grayscale trusts. They are not trying to analyze the market cap of these. It's not the same. It's not the same. They don't necessarily have like a market cap, if I could just be blunt. Like, they don't. It's not the same as like looking at CoinGecko and calculating. It's not the same. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. You don't believe me? I'll show you what I mean. Okay, we're gonna do this right now. So here's Grayscale. This is LTCN. I actually pulled it up myself, right? I went to LTCN and I went to performance. There we go. Scroll down, looking at this chart. So you can see here, it says dark black NAV price, the other one, market cap price, right? Market cap price as in, or sorry, it doesn't say market cap price, I'm sorry, market price as in NAV price per share versus what you're actually paying per share. Okay, just to keep it in reference here. I'm going to zoom it in. This is the all-time high in it, and this happened. You can see the date. I can't move the cursor on it, but you can see it. It says 11/24/2020. The market price was at $5. The NAV price per share was at $8.37. We're not going to look at the NAV price. We're just going to pay attention to the market price at $500. LTCN on 11/24 on the closing day was at about $500, right? That's what that is saying. Okay, you can look at the charts yourself. This is not the LTCN chart. This is the LTC market cap chart, right? LTC, I typed it in here and I went market cap right there, LTC market cap. I went back to 11-24, November 24th of 2020, to find what the market cap was on that day. So here it was right there. It was at $5.888 billion for Litecoin, okay? Now, if you're looking at this on Grayscale, what that means, 5.888 billion on that would be, if LTCN was worth, the NAV price there says $8.37, because that's based off of what the amount of shares are that they have invested at the appropriate price versus Litecoin, right? They own a certain amount of shares. They have a certain amount of shares in their trust circulating versus the price of Litecoin, however many shares per trust, whatever, it would be $8.37. Okay, $8.37 per share would equal this market cap, right? But that's not what happened, was it? It was actually worth $500 per share. So then we would have a bit of an increase there. I went to Google Calculator. You take 500 here. I'll do it again in case you can't see those numbers. You would do 500 divided by 837 to get that multiplier, right? Because right now what we're looking at, market price versus NAV share, market price 500, there's a premium there between 500 and 837. To get the X, like, is it a 2X premium, a 5X premium, a 10X? To get that, you would do 500 divided by $8.37. So we're going to do that. 500 divided by 8, nope, that's not 8, 8.37, okay? You get a multiplier of 59.73. Essentially, it's a 59.73x. So if we take this same idea into the terms of market cap, right? The market cap on this date of 11/24 was 5.88 billion. But based off of the LTCN shares, the Grayscale Trust premium, it was at a premium of 59.73x. Okay, 59.73x. That means that from the 24th of November in 2020, where this is based off of, if we saw a, what was it again, 59.73x, it's off the charts here because that's only a 6x, right? 59.73x. We're going to keep this going. We're at about a 40x there. 59.73. That's 59.79. Pretty damn close. That would be a equivalent then in the Grayscale Trust of a $352 billion market cap. Except it wasn't. That's not how it was. There was not a market cap. You can deduce that through math. You can like equate that, and I get where that makes sense. But everybody's saying that these prices are nonsense because the market cap would exceed LTC's market cap or BCH's market cap. It would exceed. It's like it's done that before. It did that 59x. That's how these trusts work. There, it's not the same, and I don't fully understand why. I just know because I've listened to people who do know why, that have literally worked for the CBOE, for ARCA, for the New York Stock Exchange, for people who are like actual that have professional backgrounds in this stuff. Whenever they've talked about GBTC or other Grayscale trusts, they have said that it's not the same. It's not the same as the market cap. And again, I don't fully understand why, but you can see it. The proof is in the pudding. You can do the math yourself. I just walked you through it, but if you don't believe me, do it for yourself. LTCN at least, had at one point a market cap valuation, but it didn't. 59x times what it should have been, right? It already, at this rate, that would mean that it saw a $355 billion market cap, and LTC has never seen anything like that, right? But don't think of it that way. So all this is just saying, okay, yes, the market cap of LTC can be worth $5.88 billion, but if you tried to equate it, the reason why you shouldn't try to equate it is because it just doesn't work. You don't know how high this market cap premium can go, and it's not a market cap, it's a trust. It's different. Again, I don't really fully understand it myself, but I just understand that you shouldn't think of it the same way, and the proof is in the pudding as to why. We've seen it before. It happens, and it's happening now, right? We have a premium. It's happening now. Okay. Flower Child, you requested LTCN and BCHG. Paul O, you requested GSOL. We're going to get into it, but Flower Child requested the all-time highs again today, right? And that's why I'm talking about it, is because I've had a lot of people over the year and a half that I've done this, and each time I've said, just don't treat it. It's not the same thing. Don't equate the market cap. That it doesn't work for the trust. That's why whenever you look at the trust here, they don't give you the market cap. They tell you assets under management. They tell you that how many assets they got under management, but that's not the market cap. That's how much the value of the trust is. You guys, the market participants, the reason why it goes so high, I can tell you at least why, is because you guys are the ones deciding the price. There's a lot less people involved with LTCN than there is LTC. There's less liquidity. Therefore, the price, the premiums, and the discounts, they happen because there's just less liquidity. So you guys, it's a derivative. It trades at different prices. Okay, if that doesn't make sense, I don't know how to explain it at a clearer price. Essentially, you guys are the ones, or even Grayscale. They say they don't have market makers, and someone's made that argument too, that they don't have market makers. You guys, there's no way that they don't have people who are market making this. Like there's no way that Grayscale is just letting this run. And I mean, if they are letting it run nilly-willy, maybe that's why it's gone so crazy. I don't know, but look at the structure of the chart. It's going parabolic. You're telling me they don't got market makers? They don't have people on their team buying it up every time it hits this to like keep the chart looking nice. I mean, maybe selling here because they're like this separation, this premium is ridiculous. But let's get into it here. Okay, let's do it here. So again, actually, I want to go back real quick to LTC just to show you market cap. Come on now. Looking at the monthly, the highest market cap LTC ever saw was 28 billion. Okay, way lower than 300 and whatever billion that was, right? Just to show you that we can see the market, the value of all the shares, that what would be the market cap of the trust, but it's not the same, equate way more than what the value of the actual underlying assets market cap is. I hope this puts that to bed, because it's just not a valid argument anymore. Okay, I hear the logic behind it. Your brain is in there. You're thinking logically. It's just not this. It's a different beast. Okay, it's a totally different beast in itself. These trusts, high to low. I'm expecting LTCN to see based off the fibs here, which I think you will respect. I'm expecting that you will see new highs in LTCN if you see new highs in LTC, and I think you will. Okay. $2,300 is the minimum target. I do not think you're going to see 15,000, but I do accept 2,300 to 5,000 being the minimum targets. No, I have not changed my position on that. Yes, that is the same position I have. I will keep it there. Let's do the day-to-day stuff. That was a very long introduction, but I hope that was eye-opening or a little bit of like maybe an aha moment for some people. I should have done that a while ago, but I had like 3 different people comment that same thing in the last week, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you why that's not correct. Okay, so bullish engulfing candle last week, a little bit of a red week here, whatever. I do think that you've probably found your low. You have a lower low in your weekly RSI, nice bounce off the 50 area, higher low there. You've got this parabolic structure, man, you're holding it. I really don't think that you're going to go lower. You're at $30. I mean, you could go lower from here. I don't think you'll go lower than that low, though. Relative high to low, held the 382. Rejecting the 236, though, does give you hope, I suppose, that you could go lower. I just don't think you will. You break that parabolic structure, and I don't think you're going to do that. Daily RSI looking a bit crazy, but you did bounce right off the 40, which is nice, actually. You did bounce right off the 40. Let's see here. Relative high to low, 236, nice, 382. Yeah, you look good, bro. You're moving up to $40 to $43, 40 to 42, and then inevitably new highs. You're not too far away from seeing $70 to $90 prices. It could be in June, if not July. Over the coming months, you're probably going to see those prices happen, yeah. You've consolidated long enough. You're at the end of it. You're probably going to break. Look at the volume. It's dying off. You're going to break. So you're at the beginning right now. I don't think you're going lower than this price. I think yesterday, in fact, I would bet tomorrow you continue. If you don't continue going higher tomorrow, I would doubt that you go lower than this low. Okay, that's just my thoughts. I wonder, based off of the relative fib, low to high here. Hit the 0.5 and had you're closing above the 382. Let's see how you do tomorrow. I mean, I suppose you could drop to $27-ish, $27, $28, but I don't think you do. But if you do, that's that. Inevitably, $40 to 42 is on the horizon, and then over the months, over like the next 2 months, I would think $70 to $90 is where you're going for LTCN. BCHG, same thing we're going to start off with, except without all the math for that, right? The same translations would roll over. You can do it yourself. I showed you how to do it. If you want to do it yourself, go for it. If you just want to do it for funsies, or you want to do it to just like check your own math, 250 to 1500. If I'm wrong, I'm so confident that how I analyzed that in the beginning was correct. But if I'm wrong, if I'm missing something, please let me know. You don't got to be a dick about it. You can be a dick about it if you want to. I'm trying not to be a dick about it, even though people are wrong. And it's okay to be wrong because, again, you're thinking logically. I just applied some other logical thinking there to kind of pull the veil from your eyes because you're thinking in this box that you're restricted on by market cap. These trusts don't abide by that. It's not the same thing, okay? That's for whatever reason. It's just not the same thing. It's because it's a trust. It's not the same thing. I don't know how else to explain it because I don't know why that is. It seems make believe to me, but it's not because it actually exists. We just saw the proof. 250 to 1500, a little bit over 1500. That's the target area. For BCHG, I do actually think it's capable of seeing this, though the likely area I think is that it will break $500. That's my personal expectation for the high, but anywhere from 250 to 1500 is technically the target area. And if BCH were to see above 20K, even 30K, or if it were to see a 50K price, this could be possible, right? Who knows how crazy the premiums could go, but that could be possible. Looking at the relative time frames, though, I do think that you found your low as well. Daily looks nice. You're sitting at about 1267 now. I did say that you might drop a little bit below $12. It wouldn't surprise me if tomorrow you did actually see that move back down to the 6.9, but at the same time, this could have been your low, man. Maybe you don't go lower. The 1 hour looks like it's at a nice place to bottom. Nice reaction at the end of the day there. 3 hour, bouncing off the 40. It's a nice look. I don't know, man. That might have been your low. If you're looking to get into BCHG, look at that, right? Low there, low there. Low there, nice little straight line bouncing off your 40. The 4 hour or the 3 hour RSI looks nice. Daily RSI looks good. You're bouncing off the 50 if you have a green day tomorrow. I mean, kind of a last call probably to get into BCHG here at 1267 before it moves up to $31 to $43, and then inevitably higher, inevitably. But if we're taking the last range that we had just for perspective, which was a smaller range, it was a lot tighter, but low to high here, or high to low, I'm sorry, we went all the way up to the 3618, literally, which is not a common thing to do, but in smaller ranges, I suppose it is. You literally tipped the 3618. Being that this is a bigger range here, perhaps we could look at the 2s instead of the 3s, but hey, you got your, that's a deep extension there. Perhaps you move up to $80. But the more immediate targets to check for are 31 to 43. I wouldn't be surprised if you did, before you saw your next major phase of consolidation, if you did move up to $80, but that all depends on what BCH does, right? BCHG looking good. Looking good. Someone also asked what's like the correspondence between these. I think I answered it in the comments, but they're not directly correlated. It's more based on you guys, the market participants. It's like how much demand there is to sell. It's less liquidity, so it just moves faster essentially. And I'm sure there are market makers. I'm sure Grayscale has market makers for this thing. I would doubt that they just let their trust run rampant, but maybe they do. That would just be weird to me. But they can say they don't have market makers. I don't believe it. I don't. Maybe they don't have market makers on paper, but I don't believe that. There's got to be someone making these markets, right, guiding the price. But let's see. Solana, GSOL, from relative high to low. $506 is your next target area. When you break 506, and I think you will soon enough, I mean, Solana, you're looking like you want to see new highs right now. GSOL's looking like it wants to move up to $800 to $1,200. You're at $470 now, so that could happen over the coming weeks and months as well. But that's all I got for you guys. So if you like the video, hit that like button. Paul O, I made this one shorter because it was easier. You're looking more bullish on this one, a lot more bullish. Not like you need a pullback. If you do, you look so good, man. $800 to $1,200. It really is. And the fact that this one is shorter is not because I just want to end the video. It's because I don't think I need to say anything else, right? If you move down, okay, you'll probably hold that $400 area. You might drop $70. I doubt you do. But if you were to, maybe you do. And then that'll be your last check before moving to $800. I really do think you're ready to do that now. You've broken your consolidation phase. This is the move. Volume's building. I think you're ready to do it now. All you got to do is break above the 886, get some volume to come in, continue this strength, and you will see $800 in a very short amount of time. I think this will start to move up pretty fast. But when I say a short amount of time, I don't mean today or tomorrow. I don't mean next week, but within the next month to 2 months. Yeah. $800 to $1,200 is on the table. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you all for being here and dealing with my I feel like rather energetic demeanor in this video. And that's all I got for you. So take care. See you on the next one. Bye bye.